South Africa's economy has been on a downward trend since the COVID-19 pandemic forced a shutdown of the country for several months. Unemployment has been stark. The country has begun opening up the economy, reopening its international borders and hoping a recovery in the mining industry would help boost the economy. Correspondent Angela Coppola reports.
There's good news in the mining sector because its operations were mostly unaffected by the lockdowns, and recovering commodity prices in US dollar terms also helped.
The mining sector has a typical V recovery and quite strongly. In some instances, we are still below the averages before COVID, if you work up to, say, January, February, March. But we have recovered.
And the quick recovery is good news for an economy starved of foreign currency earnings.
We cannot do without the mining sector because although the mining sector's contribution is only 8% of GDP, what it buys from the other sectors is as important. And I think we've got to look at that. And I'm not sure if it's enough and if they can grow enough, because there's also commodity cycles. And at the moment, commodity cycles, apart from precious metals, are rather on the low side.
The mining sector consumption expenditure is also critical to the South African economy, but it's lagging.
Only about 70% of our labor force is back. Now that has a major impact on consumption expenditure emanating from us, as well as pay-as-you-earn type of thing. So the impact, the follow-through, pass-through will be higher as these people are coming back.
Policy uncertainty and many development plans have been a part of the South African economic landscape for several years.
Cynicism about policies is well placed. If you rewind over the last 20-25 years of South Africa's economic history, the policy promises and pronouncements and the economic result have become increasingly divorced.
Others have a different view about the current policy environment, which has changed with the spread of the pandemic.
The event of this crisis has certainly put us closer to one another. There's very open relationships now, not only between the minister and our office bearers, but between the staff that are responsible for licensing, for example, and support for the self-generation to get that going, etc. So that is there, and you have to get that before you get action.
Despite that, the Mineral Resources and Energy Department won't be drawn on the mining sector and plans to expand its role in the country's economic growth until the Economic Redevelopment Plan is finalized by Cabinet. It remains to be seen whether the mining industry is going to be able to pull the South African economy out of the doldrums. What's not needed right now are more plans. It's now time for action.